we'll see how it plays out. I want to hear it from you guys as well. But going into it, Halibel and Crossover. You know, I had the luxury of being able to watch some of Halibel's games yesterday over at the hotel, and also an interaction between him and some of the top players. He had a nice little conversation with both Bonchan and Tokido, and they were both like, oh, I haven't seen you since like so-and-so from this game. It's good to see you, and good to see you still playing. And I think that's really great. We get to see him coming back, or actually his very first time into Capcom Cup. And speaking of something that's long overdue, getting into Capcom Cup Crossover. Yes. He actually had his opportunity back in 2018. He had a little bit of an issue getting here into the States, but I'm glad that he's made it here, and I made sure to shake his hand to say, you know what? This is your time. You missed it before, but I'm glad you finally made it. Yo, shout-outs to Sherry Jennings.
I was about to say, shout-outs to the Fight Pass from Sherry Jennings, who's been helping players across the world get to their destinations. Crossover is one of them. I remember when I went to DR, shout-outs to the DR, when I actually went there and I got to see Crossover in person play. So it really hurt me that he wasn't able to show up and play. But that's when I saw him this year, I had to make sure to shake his hand. And then just the same with Halibel, right? I saw him playing.
I was nervous, man. I couldn't shake his hand. He was in the zone. He was talking about Bonchan and Tokido. I'm like, I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna just be an observer.
Well, I saw Halibel actually yesterday. He was playing CN, and he stopped playing. He was like, hey, pinch me. I can't believe I'm here. It was one of those. It was one of those. But here we go. The next group stage match, we got Halibel going up against Crossover. The Dee Jay versus the Ken. One of the options that we were definitely looking at, right? One of the variations of character play that we were going to see for the first time. The Dee Jay going to be on the screen.
And I wonder why that is. Maybe it's Crossover's decision to not want to play off against the mirror match. And I'm sure he's well-versed in regards to this matchup, or at least the planning for it, right? He does play this character quite a lot. He does have Capcom Cup champions to hit up 2, 4, and Vice as well. Just strong competitors in the DR scene. But Halibel, he's coming in from a very, very strong finish over at CPT Online, right? Yes. He had his moment getting third.
There we go. Nice. Jackknife upper right there. Text the throw. Oh, no.
And I love that exchange, too. Crossover doing a pretty good job of already walking down Halibel. And I've got to say, there weren't that many criminal offenses. We just saw one with the drive rush from that close.
Ooh, just the full target.
Ooh, yes, sir!
At the last second, I can do it too. Yeah, there we go. Crossover getting that first round. But no, you're right, man. I'm not a fan of mirror matches myself. And I think the better approach is to, look, if you know this is the only character that your opponent is going to play, why not take it? Because you already have the knowledge of playing that character. Put it to the test. Make them fight harder. Work smarter, not harder. Crowd short right there. I like the pace these guys are playing at. Halibel taking that option just to jump out. I like that.
Yeah, in terms of the pace, you can see Crossover really trying to get his way with those drive rushes, right? Multiple times over. Halibel has done a great job of kind of neutralizing that threat. He's gone like toe-to-toe in regards to the drive rush exchange, or at least the drive gauge exchange thus far, but the damage output is so much more in Halibel's favor as we get into the level 3. It's not going to kill, but the life lead in his favor, the drive gauge exchange in his favor. This could be lights off for Crossover if he doesn't play correctly.
I like how he baited out the sway back right there from Dee Jay, and that's what got him in trouble last time. I feel like Crossover better be careful going to that. Okay, catches him. Oh, and checks the drive rush with just a simple jab. The stand light kick, and he saw the Crossover was really going to a lot of buttons in the neutral as well as just drive rushing forward. So that's not a bad call with that stand light kick. You can combo in the Tatsu and get a conversion as well, or just drive rush if need be.
Drive rush, yeah, he's looking for the bait out against Crossover. Crossover hasn't really been susceptible to those kind of baits just yet, and I love the defense. That could have been a throw. That could have been a throw bait, essentially.
Could have been a jackknife upper as well, man. You got to be real careful versus Dee Jay. Okay, back throw, puts himself in this corner, though.
Hella plus.
Oh, and like I said, he's really looking for this sway. He's looking for it.
Oh, on the other side, catching the punish counter on the landing frame.
All right, level 1
coming
here.
in hot.
I like that. Challenging that air slasher. Gets the perfect parry in the neutral. And look, I love how Halibel is playing slow right here. Don't overextend.
Oh my God, that was actually kind of nasty. But Halibel having the defense as well. Criminal offensive drive rush. That was actually the way to end it for Halibel. And that was, I think, that was fortunate timing against Crossover. He committed to the fireball to stop him from moving forward.
Ah, and here we go. And he says, you know what? I'm tired of this. Goes to the mirror match. And I'm going to tell you right now, in group stages, this is very scary to do. Going for, a counter pick in this scenario, a character that might not be as strong, especially versus somebody who masters that character. But now, speaking of masters, the Ken Masters mirror is what you're going to see right now. Let's see if Crossover has the matchup chops to deal with this. And I'm sure Halibel is definitely trained for this. I mean, I feel like if you play Street Fighter 6. There's no way you haven't fought an army of Kens at this point.
Yeah, you've already experienced it from the beta.
Right.
I mean, like, this is the character you need to know how to play against. Extremely popular, has a lot of damage output, defensive capabilities, pretty much the whole package.
Roll forward, crossover.
Look at the carry as well.
Okay.
Going for the Tatsu. What's going to be the mix?
Gets the little Jinrai loop right there to get to the corner. Carry.
Side
I like
switch.
the delay. Okay. Takes the damage. Dash up.
Ah, yes. Going for the throw mix-up. Immediately after that blocked crouching medium punch. It makes it so scary to guess what happens. The overhead does get blocked with the parry, I should say. Halibel's flashing the parry yet again, but crossover. Throwing in a couple of lights.
I like the
Halibel
strategy
from
here.
movement.
Slowing it down. Crossover. Really looking a lot more comfortable in this matchup with Ken. Oh, the stand-like kick whiff, but he dashes into the jab. And great conversion there for crossover. This is looking a lot smoother than the Dee Jay in this matchup as well. My man just dashed right into the fire. Low forward just to try to get it started. Spins a little drive just to get in there. And now the neutral game in play. Perfect parry. Okay, side switch, takes the damage. Forward throw. Halibel on a run.
Oh my
Gets you
God.
to whiff the throw. Big damage here. This is danger. Crossover in trouble.
Finds the
Jump
escape
right.
option. Now crossover has the opportunity to do it back. And he catches a button on Wake Up from Halibel, but he drops the Jinrai extension. Still gets the throw. Does it again. A little bit too early, but no conversions. OD uppercut immediately after the parry. Smart defensive choices from Halibel.
What a rebuttal. Parries
He's
it
so
all. Oh my
damn
God.
good.
Cross him out. You spinning that. You're spinning that. Yes, you are. Goes full for the level 3. That's a CA. That might be the end of this round.
It's gotta
and
be,
the end
right?
of the match. Crossover. Gonna take game number 2 if he
He's
can get
not
this next hit
dead.
burned out. Uppercuts through it in the low forward to close out. Man, that was kind of scary. That was kind of scary. Everybody straighten up. Straighten up, everybody.
Hey, it's our first time here. It's fine.
Well, hey now. Okay, I was about to say, what?
Ain't no way.
What?
I wouldn't be like too surprised at this point, but no, I would. I'm lying.
I would definitely. That's why I
I'm
was
lying,
like,
I'm
hey
lying,
now.
I'm lying.
Are you lost? Your character's over there. All right, here we go. Last game between these two. Crossover. Having to go back to this Ken Masters, right? And it just makes you think, especially in group stages, like, yo, why didn't I do this at first?
Yeah. You see crossover's already kind of weary of the throw option from Halibel because of how much he's gotten over getting a single one of those to land.
It's the
I think
conditioning, man.
Yeah, the jump back is actually just a great job, or a great way for crossover to kind of reset the situation. Now going for the parry, he's really flexing all of his defensive options. I like this from crossover at this pace that he's playing. And now that's so, man, what
Great
a
weight. That
tech.
was so
Good defense from Halibel, trying to get something sneaky with that jump in as well. But now crossover, he's pressing a lot of mid-range buttons. He was bound to get whiff punished.
And look at that, spent so much of his drive, and now he's on the defensive. And Halibel is really looking for crossover to do something. He needs to be careful because I'm telling you, that throw might be coming out. He sees that he's parrying a lot. The quiet game. I like this. It's tense.
In the temple while everyone's praying too.
Right? That's why they're keeping it quiet. They're keeping it calm because they're praying back there.
It's like, these guys can fight back here. It's fine.
It's cool. They do this all the time. I don't know why we keep letting them in.
They're VIP from Dawson.
Oh.
Bang. While crouching? Yes, sir.
Yep. No.
Nani?
And that's the second time he's dropped it, but he gets to pick up Halibel. One more will do it. Any poke goes for the OD Jinrai. Crossover in trouble. He needs to switch it up right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Offensively, I totally agree. Starting things off with the throw already.
But I
See
feel
what
like
this
he's
is.
really overextending. He's spending a lot of his drive bar to get this offense. And he has to lead. That's the third time he's dropped that.
Both players are dropping this. Oh, snap to the chin, too.
Level 2. No,
I like it.
just takes the uppercut. Throw.
Damn, okay.
Yes for life. DI.
Yes, sir. And that was so smart. I think that was checkmate. Halibel did not have enough life in the tank to absorb a hit.
Has to be careful here. Full bar on both sides now. Double level 3s. Now, you know somebody's probably going to cash out early, but with both of them having it at disposal, you never know. They might, conserve it, spend 1 or 2 bars, and then build back up later. But look at this offense from crossover. A series of throws. Keeps the offenses, catches them with the crouch jab, and still, not a big combo there, but he still has the momentum.
It's so scary with both players locked in at 3, right? Halibel needs to get a pretty much a Hail Mary at this point, at least to get a big opener to get his momentum. That could be it, actually.
Oh,
As
wow.
he jumped low, he was looking for a bait, a little bit overzealous. I feel like Crossover wasn't going to be falling for it. Now he has full drive gauge to work with. And Crossover, you know he's weary, right? He's looking for that moment.
Whoa, he was in burnout, so that was big. Oh my gosh, this is gonna hurt. And he's gonna get that drive bar back. Crossover in trouble. And he's in this corner, but he has 3 bars, and he does not have CA yet. So you gotta be a little more careful.
No way!
With your choices. What a reaction! The level 3, but he doesn't get the full.
That's fine, he gets the damage!
Sorayurapa.
He went for the Hail Mary, Halibel or Hallelujah. Either way, that works out for Crossover, waking up with the level 3. Him getting his first W in Group A with full redemption with his miss from 2018. Welcome home, young man. Welcome home.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. I can tell you right now, Crossover was thinking about that in that second game. Of course, well, in that first game where he had the Dee Jay, and it was going pretty well at first, but Halibel's actual game plan and his approach to really just take his time, like really scout out these hits and really mix in the throws, and then kind of like pepper in the jabs to try to find an opener versus Crossover really did work out. It didn't seem like it was going to go that way at first, as you can see by this first game, but Halibel slowed it down even more, and I like that. Dashes up, gets the counter hit, spins it early in that second round, and look at the damage payout he got right there, and look at the life differential, let you know how hard of a switch he had in his game plan comparatively.
I agree, yeah. I felt like he was in full control, which solicited the changeup from Crossover. You saw a lot more instances of offense, but I think that's exactly what Crossover needed to dissect what needed to happen. Now, I will say, obviously, Crossover, sure, he woke up with a level 3 and it happened to land against Halibel, but at the same time, it's like he still put him in that situation. He brought it that close to even solicit that decision-making. But now, Crossover, this is where he shines the most, I feel like. His offensive capabilities with this character and him piloting a can is significantly different than facing off against his Dee Jay. And you see it too. The pressure is all there. His patience also on defense.
I was literally just about to say,
back against
even
Halibel
knowing,
to force the error.
does the fireball actually like sends him through the big whip and gets the punish to close out, but that didn't stop Halibel, right? Came back in, he didn't let it shake him too much. A lot of clutch breaks after the Jinrai as well. Perfect parry right here. Small loop with the Jinrai to get the corner, but the drop, of course, and that's really what led to this big scramble, but that scramble is what led Crossover to that round in that third game, and this is what's leading to Crossover just taking his full set. But once again, I will say Halibel's like, he really does keep calm. I didn't see too many panics there. It was just more about the wrong reads on the call-outs and Crossover being prepared to deal with it on the tail end.
Yeah. I think this is what really separates like the masters levels to like the pro and the legends, right? Being able to suffice, or being able to like defend against Ken pressure in the corner. I think this moment of this instance where Halibel was able to get his like big damage moment could have really changed the pace against Crossover up until that very point where you had to be wary of the amount of meter that Crossover had left.